All right, welcome back to DarthNews, you beautiful motherfuckers. So today we're going to talk about defunding the police and how that is not such a good idea. And we're going to take a look at what happens when you defund the police. Now, not to say that these things wouldn't have happened if they didn't defund the police, but more than likely, this is the case. You defund the police and bad things happen. Now, first I want to start talking about Cori Bush. Cori Bush, according to Google, is an American politician, a registered nurse, a pastor. That's right, a pastor. And, wait for it, an activist. That's right, she's an activist who is serving as the U.S. representative for Missouri's 1st Congressional District. Now, Cori Bush has been actively advocating to defund and abolish the police. She says, defund the police, it must happen, and yada, 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 yada. Well, this bitch gets caught, right? She gets caught spending thousands of dollars on private security after literally preaching defund the police over and over and over again. So this is just one of those rules for thee, but not for me. This is one of those people who do not practice what they preach. Another just shallow, empty shell of a politician who gives no fucks about anybody but herself. Now, she says that she's had attempts on her life. Now, we're gonna watch the video, but I just want to talk about this real quick before we jump into the video. She literally says that she's had attempts on her life. Now, I'm calling bullshit because I want to know who, when, where. Okay, attempts are not threats. Attempts are actual physical attempts. Like somebody broke into your house and tried to fucking kill you. Somebody did a drive-by on Main Street. Someone tried to kill you. I don't believe for a second that this woman has had attempts on her life. And these are the reasons why she says she needed security, because she's an important person and she has to protect herself because people have tried to kill her. Okay, first off, I'm calling bullshit. No one tried to kill you. You're just being a fucking... you're being an Amber Heard is what you're being, which is just a lying cunt. And secondly, everybody deserves to be safe. Everybody deserves to feel a sense of security, that they're being protected by the governments that run their cities, by the police department that runs their cities. Now, yeah, again, not all cops are good, but cops in general are a very good thing. The police department is a very good thing to have. Otherwise, you're gonna have shit like we're about to talk about happening all over the place. Okay, now again, this woman did not have any attempts on her life, and it is not an excuse to just be like, okay, so I get to have security, but nobody else. Nobody else gets to have security. Only I do, because I'm the most important person in the room. But none of the people that I'm responsible for in my city, or in my state, in the state of Missouri, the state that she represents, none of you matter, but I matter. That's what she's saying. So let's go ahead and watch this little fucking news clip real quick of her just being a stupid bitch. A backtracking, double-crossing, two-faced, hypocritical, see you next Tuesday. Let's watch this clown of a politician try to explain her way out of why she has private security, but she's for defunding the police. Applejack, hit it, baby.
I won't let them get that off. You can't get that off. I'm going to make sure I have security because I know I have had attempts on my life and I have too much work to do. There are too many people that need help right now for me to allow that. So if I end up spending $200,000, if I spend $10 more on it, you know what? I get to be here to do the work. So suck it up, and defunding the police has to happen. We need to defund the police and put that money into social safety nets. We're also talking about the same exact people who say horrible things about me, who lie to build up their base, and then because they lie about me, I receive death threats. Now, they don't address the fact that I receive death threats after they go on air and say horrible things about me, but then they want to say, oh, but she needs private security. I have private security because my body is worth being on this planet right now.
That's the Congresswoman's side, but those she represents, how do they feel about this? News 4's Emma Hogue taking that question to the constituents tonight. Emma, how do they feel about her message versus her spending?
Well, Sam, Bush represents all of St. Louis City and just a portion of St. Louis County. And some people living in those areas really feel like she's holding a double standard here. But others believe, as an elected official, she deserves to feel protected regardless of her views toward police departments.
None of this is going to happen overnight. And I think that, this is something that is going to take some time in order to figure out what the optimal, end result is that's going to work for everybody.
As a longtime supporter of Cori Bush, Kate Farley sides with the Congresswoman's views of defunding the police departments and redirecting funding to communities. Farley says safety is important, but doesn't believe more police departments are the answer.
I think that it's also important to simultaneously try to figure out alternative ways to have safe communities that we all, the safe communities that we all want, without necessarily continuing with the institution of the police.
I can fill out an application and be a police officer. Does that mean I'm all of a sudden a bad guy that needs to be defunded and don't need a car that protects me? I don't need anything.
Ron McCon is strongly against the defunding of police departments. He says it's a solution that puts citizens in danger and gives criminals freedom they don't deserve.
Absolutely, I think it's dangerous. But if I was a criminal, I would love the police department to be defunded. But being I'm not a criminal, of course it's dangerous.
Tonight, Representative Bush is getting backlash for her calls to defund the police department after reports found she spent thousands on personal security paid through campaign funds since she took office in January. Bush went on to say police officers threatened her life, but wouldn't say how or where those officers were from.
They would rather I die. You would rather me die? Is that what you want to see?
It's more than a double standard. It's not only a double standard. The double standard is like we're just sitting here talking and, you're saying, hey, that's hypocritical. But, this is coming from a leader who's projecting an image.
As crime rises nationwide, McCon wants better from our leaders. But others, like Farley, have full faith in this elected official she voted for.
Whatever it takes for her to be safe and, she shouldn't be getting these death threats and, whatever it takes for her to, have that, personal sense of safety.
I mean, damn, wasn't that just revealing? Wasn't that just, fucking pathetic and cringe? Anyway, to address the elephant in the room, the reason why I'm not on camera right now is because, we still have no power. A third of Michigan has no power, so all of southern Michigan, and it's just, it's lights out, baby, so no one's got power. The house is getting pretty hot. And I'm not able to record with my lights on, so I might try to find something creative to do, like get a bunch of candles or some shit and make a video where I can be on camera. But for this video, we're skipping the whole on-camera thing, and we're just going to do audio. So feel free to just sit back, relax, close your eyes, and just listen to the sounds of my really shitty voice. Anyways, back to it. Alright, so today's article is brought to us again by the New York Post, and the title reads, "A man chokes a woman unconscious, tries to rob her on the fucking subway." Yes, the New York City subway. Why does this sound so familiar? Oh yes, remember that video I made fucking 8 months ago or something about the other guy? Yeah, there was another dude who literally thought he could just walk up to a woman and rape her in broad daylight in front of everybody. Anyway, so the other guy I talked about, I never really followed up with him. Actually, I did follow up with him. He got caught, I remember. So, what was it? Let me just go back to the article. I just need a little refresher. Okay, here we go. Cops used facial recognition technology to arrest the man after brazen sex offender is filmed attempting to rape a woman 25 on the Manhattan subway platform at 11 a.m. as she screamed in terror. Yep. The New York City man who was caught on camera allegedly attempting to rape the 25-year-old woman on the Upper East Side subway platform has been arrested, the authorities say. Detectives with the 23rd Precinct took Jose Reyes, a Bronx resident, into custody on Sunday at 12:29 p.m. and at the intersection of Lexington Avenue. So anyway, so he got busted, and but it's not that he got caught. It's the fact that he did it to begin with. It's the fact these motherfuckers just think they can literally walk up to somebody and rape them in broad daylight. It blows my mind. This motherfucker doesn't deserve the penis in his pants. He deserves to be castrated, and I firmly believe that. If you are convicted and proven, without a shadow of a doubt, that you raped somebody, or even fucking tried to, you should be castrated. What does that mean? In layman's terms, they should cut off your dick and balls so you can never do that again. It is one of the most disgusting, vile, and horrific thing you could possibly do to somebody, short of killing them. Especially if they don't want to be raped, on the subway when they're going to work. Some people have a fantasy, but this ain't that. This is not. I'm not talking about fantasies, because I understand they're out there, but this is in generality. You know, most people don't want to be raped. That's kind of just like a fact of life. You know, it's just kind of the rule that we live by. It's not good to rape people. Anyway, but I totally back up my statements about cutting off their dick and balls. If you are willing to assault somebody with your penis, then it should be removed. You don't get second chances. You get one chance. You know the difference between right and wrong. You're a grown-up. You know it's wrong to rape somebody, especially in public. So if you make that decision, if you make that choice to try to rape somebody, or you do rape somebody, bye-bye balls. That's all I'm saying. Like if you agree. Smash like. Smash that motherfucking like button. Yes. That's all fine and dandy, darling, but I'm being for real, love. What I'm saying is, if you agree with what I'm saying, with my statements about a rapist getting his dick and balls nicked, then feel free to smash that like button with confidence. Just do it. Right now. For fuck's sake. For Christ's sake, just do it. You'll feel a lot better after you do it. Just fucking do it. Do it! Alright, so let's get back to the point of the video, which is the article. So they say a man choked a woman unconscious and then tried to rob her on the Manhattan subway train this week, the police said. The 40-year-old victim was sitting on a northbound C train approaching the last stop at the 168th Street in Washington Heights around 9:45 p.m. Tuesday when a stranger approached her and demanded money, authorities said. He then slammed her into the train car seats, strangled her until she was temporarily lost consciousness, and then he placed his hands inside of her bra and attempted to rob her. Now, when the train pulled into the station, the sicko allegedly dragged the woman onto the platform before taking off. Oh, man. This dude does not deserve his dick. Surveillance video released late Wednesday shows the suspect running out the emergency door. Yeah, I mean, seriously, having a dick means having great power. And with great power comes great responsibility. And if you can't wield that power the right way, then you don't deserve to have that power at all. You're going to be, pissing like a girl for the rest of your life, is what you deserve. And, maybe it's a coincidence that both these men that tried to rape women on a subway were black. I know white people rape people, that's for damn sure. I mean, look at Harvey Weinstein. Okay, white people rape people, but I just don't think white people would rape somebody in public. I mean, maybe it happened. I'm not turning this into a race thing. I know, I'm really good at doing that. Damn it, I know, you just disliked the video. Fuck. And unfortunately for the rest of civilization, this psychopath, this piece of human trash, this filth, this rapist, and I'm gonna guess serial rapist. I highly doubt this was his first rodeo. Okay, this wasn't his first go at this. Okay, he's done it before. Maybe not in public, but the dude has done it. And I can't believe these motherfuckers have the balls to do this. It blows my fucking mind that people actually try to rape other people in broad fucking daylight in a public place. It doesn't make any sense. I don't understand. If I ever saw that happening in front of me, I would probably just come from behind him and snap his neck. I don't know if I would lose any sleep if I killed this man. No, it has nothing to do with him being black. Applejack, shut up.
Oh yeah, I don't really know about that, Dolph. You sound a little bit racist. You sound like a little bit racist. Just try to work on it, right? You'll get better at it. Just try not to be so racist.
Ah, God damn it, motherfucker. I forgot. I left on the stupid echo. Shit. That's embarrassing. Okay, so we're going to turn this off now. Just pretend I didn't do that. In a 3, in a 2. Okay, and we're back. So, again, this dude is still at large. He's still running around free. Yeah, the cops are still looking for the suspect. They should be using that facial recognition technology that they used to catch the other guy. I mean, that should be enough of a face to get a profile or at least go into the database, and I guarantee you this dude has been booked before. He's been to jail or at least been arrested. Again, it's not being racist.
No, that sounds pretty racist to me, dog.
It's not. So shut the fuck up, Applejack.
Don't be so mean to me, dog.
I'm done. I'm done with you, Applejack. I'm gonna choke you to death. I'm gonna choke you and I'm gonna rape you in public. If you don't shut the fuck up, I'm gonna stick my big old cock right down your throat. Oh, and oh my God, look at this. This article just popped up in my feed. It says a disturbing video shows a woman casually shoot a victim dead on a crowded NYC street. What the fuck is happening, man? I'll tell you what's happening. This is what happens when you defund the police. This is what fucking happens. Cuomo, de Blasio. You defund or abolish the police, and then what happens? These fucking crazy assholes think they can just do whatever they want. They are totally untouchable. They literally think that they can do whatever they want. And they, for the most part, are doing it. Shooting people dead in a crowded street.
That's like some American gangster shit, okay? You got people being raped in broad daylight. And this is all happening in New York City. Oh, man. These degenerates think they can get away with anything. And when you've defunded the police, well, they're going to do it. They're going to get away with it. And, you know, they might not even catch this guy. The guy that attempted to rape this woman on the subway and just got away, you know, because they defunded the police. They might not even, like, have the time or the resources or the manpower to investigate. I mean, unless she's taking it, you know, further, then they'll have to. If she wants to make them, I don't know how it works. I'm sure they're going to keep looking for him, but this wouldn't have happened to begin with if you had a firm but fair police force present. Okay, I don't want to live in a police state. That's the opposite of what I want. But I want safety and security, and that's what we deserve. That's our human rights, is to be able to live in fucking peace, to be able to go to work and not worry about someone raping me on the subway. I mean, can you imagine how traumatic that would be? You would think like you were dreaming, like you were lucid dreaming or something. It would be like I can only imagine it just be like, you know, you fall off a building. It's like you're like, what? I don't know what's happening right now. Like your dopamine kicks in your brain. Your brain is just like can't keep up with what's going on in front of you. You know, I don't think. Well, no one's ever ready to be raped, but not in public, man. This is what you get when you defund the police. This is exactly what you get. Now, these people don't deserve what has happened to them. These people deserve to be protected. I mean, if there was just one police officer at that station, just like that was visible, you know, just standing there, which sounds boring, but that's what they should be doing in a city. They should be standing on curbsides. They should be, you know, not harassing people, but just observing, you know, just keep their distance, face to face with some space. You know what I'm saying? They'll keep their distance. They're not going to talk to you, but there should be a police presence. Because if there was, now I know I sound like a broken fucking record, but if there was a police presence, a visible police presence, this wouldn't have happened. I would bet every last dollar I have and my left nut that this would not have happened. So let's go ahead and read this disturbing article. So it says, a shocking video obtained by the Post shows the moment that a woman with a gun walked up to another woman and shot her dead on a crowded Prospect Heights street Tuesday before casually strolling away. Yep, these motherfuckers just casually stroll up and rape you or shoot you or whatever, like they own the place, like they own the city, like they're the king of the city. They can just do whatever the fuck they want. They can just walk up to you in broad daylight and shoot you in the fucking face. And that's what they're doing, man. That's what they're doing. Now, this shooting took place at night, but it's, I mean, you can see here, it's perfectly lit. It's totally lit. So I don't, God damn it, this shit pisses me off. Now, I'm not going to look up the video and watch it because I don't really need to see an execution. I've seen plenty of those videos, you know, with the cartels and ISIS and shit like that. I don't need to see this this video. Nor do I want to show it on this channel because I would immediately get my channel removed, which would be very shitty. So anyway, we're moving on. They say after the victim drops to the ground, the shooter fires off several more shots, the video shows. As nearby crowds duck for cover and run, the shooter nonchalantly walks away and gets into a white SUV that's double parked on the street with its hazard lights flashing. Johnson was found unconscious and unresponsive afterwards, and she was pronounced dead after being taken to the hospital, the cop said. It's just a shame. You know, I know people get shot all the time, okay? Like, I live near Detroit, like, there's Flint. I live near Flint, you know, sort of, you know, I mean, I'm not in the bad area, but like it's a hop and a skip away, you know. So, I lived in LA for 10 years. Like I understand violence. I know what happens. People get shot all the time. I mean, look at the deaths in Chicago, the murders in Chicago, and that, by the way, that's all black on black crime, dude. Like that's all black on black crime. There's no white boys in the hood shooting up other black boots. Like this is not happening. You don't have white people shooting black people, okay? Unless it's a cop who's 95% of the time rightfully defending himself. Anyway, I'm not gonna get down on that road, but let's keep reading. All right, so the next fucked up article that's so fucked up I can't believe it's real, but it's actually real, is brought to us by The Independent. The title reads, "A woman was found beheaded on a sidewalk in Minneapolis suburb in broad daylight." Well, that's fucking infuriating, and this is what you get. This is what you get, Minneapolis, for defunding your police. Elon Omar, you fucking cunt. A man was arrested after a woman's body was found beheaded on the street in a town outside of Minneapolis, Minnesota. A 42-year-old man was taken into police custody in connection to the death of America Thayer, 55, who was found with her earmuffs, little children, head, which was decapitated on the pavement in Chicopee, a suburb which is in the Twin Cities metro area. This woman's head was found decapitated on the pavement
on a sidewalk in a suburb in broad daylight. Now, I'm not saying this man would have not killed her had the police not been defunded, but again, defunding the police, these fucking criminals, these psychopaths think they can just get away with anything. This is heartbreaking. This is heart-wrenching. This is soul-crushing. This kind of shit is just, it gets under my skin and it makes me want to go, it makes me want to go into my gun safe and become a vigilante. Just roam the streets and just take out the trash. I'm not going to do that, YouTube, but I would if I wasn't a YouTuber, but I am. But I would never do that. So don't worry, YouTube. I'm not going to go shoot at anybody. Anyway, so according to the Shakopee Police Department, Miss Thayer was pronounced dead at the scene. Yeah, well, no fucking shit, Dick Tracy. Of course she was pronounced dead at the scene. Her head was fucking removed from her shoulders. Authorities say that she died at approximately 2:30 p.m. on July 28th, and the attack on Miss Thayer was not thought to be a random, and that the victim and the suspect were believed to be romantically involved, the police said. It doesn't matter if they were romantically involved or not. This sick fucking motherfucker removed this woman's head in broad daylight on a sidewalk in a city that should be protected by the police. Now, according to reports, footage from the crime scene was shared on social media. Ugh, that's awful. A move that Jeff Tate, the chief of the Shakopee Police, said that he was incredibly disappointed to see happen. Yeah, that's really fucked up, guys. I mean, I know bad news travels fast, but don't share stuff like that on social media. That's just so disrespectful to the families and to the victims and everyone involved. That's just fucked, man. Just let the news report the news and just leave the videos out of it, to be honest. That's just, oh, God. Eyewitnesses who discovered the body expressed their shock at the gruesome act of violence in their neighborhood in broad daylight. Well, yeah. Can you imagine just, with your kid in their stroller, or you're just riding your bike or walking your dog and you just see a woman with her head decapitated on the sidewalk in broad daylight? Could you imagine that shit? That would shock me to the core. Local resident Carol Arith, who saw the crime scene, says, quote, "I thought I saw a body on the pavement, but I wasn't overly sure. I just couldn't believe somebody would be so brutal to somebody else in broad daylight." So in just the last 10 days, we've had somebody walk up to another person and try to rape them in broad daylight on a subway train. We had somebody walk up to another person in plain public view of everybody's sight and shoot them in the fucking face and walk away casually. And then we had somebody behead somebody in the suburbs on a sidewalk in a public area in broad daylight. Tell me we are not going down a very, very dangerous path. Anyways, there's plenty more shitty news that I could talk about, but I really just don't want to go into that right now. I think I went into enough detail on the reasons why we shouldn't defund the police. And if you disagree, then let me know why you disagree. Let me know why you think defunding the police and abolishing them is a good idea, because as far as I'm concerned, it's a terrible idea. But if you disagree, feel free to smash dislike or let me know why you disagree in the comments below. Other than that, that's really all I have to say on the topic, so thank you so damn much for tuning in. I do appreciate you. I appreciate the view. And until next time, don't you dare forget to pull out. That is POO motherfucking L. And as always, make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell, and please feel free to go to my Patreon or my my merch store at DarthNews.com and buy some merch, or donate as little as $1 a month on my Patreon. It goes a long way since most of my videos are demonetized. Anyway, love you, and until next time, I'll think about you at night when I'm in bed alone, touching myself.
Daddy Darth News, bitch. Hey, yeah, I'm that motherfucker with a short fuse.
Hey, hey, for the fucking Arctic. Yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah. Listen, little bitch, we don't fuck with small talk. We associate with people that are known to call cops. See that shine from my wrist to my neck, all rocks. Gucci flip-flops with Louis Vuitton socks. Listen, little bitch, we don't fuck with small talk. We associate with people that are known to call cops. See that shine from my wrist to my neck, all rocks. Gucci flip-flops with Louis Vuitton socks.
Okay, hold up now, wait, think I hear the plug talk. I've been up for 3 days, so the grind do not stop. When you work this hard, your pockets get fatter, they can't walk. I'ma need a wheelchair to catch me so I won't fall. All these people hating Lil Windex because we winning. Stacking too much bread up, I think I need a new kitchen. Feeling like Apollo cause I've been on a new mission. Mission, get this money, fuck some bitches, rest is history. I don't know. Ayy, VVS diamond, they big rocks. Gucci coat with the Louis socks. Make moves like Big Boss. Big ball player Chris Bosh. Slam dunk, half court shots. Big house, enormous. Bad girls, they love us, cause we give them what they want, duh. Scope of the red light. I pull up so fast that you only see headlights. I'm strapping that Tech 9. I walk in the club and they don't even check mine. Like if you waste my time, I'll wreck you so bad, leave you on your friend's timeline. No one can stop us, the year since started, so bitch, know that this is the prime time.
Bitch, we don't fuck with small talk. We associate with people that are known to call cops. See that shine from my wrist to my neck, all rocks. Gucci flip-flops with Louis Vuitton socks. Listen, little bitch, we don't fuck with small talk. We associate with